So today, we got an absolutely wild build as we're stacking 4 Amulets of WILD, which are all about spikes. And we're also using a Bloodthorne, which deals damage based on how much spikes and vampirism we have. But hey, will this wild run make it around 18? Let's find out. Okay, let's go into some ranked games with a random character, and soon you're gonna get today. So it looks like we're playing the PYROMANCER. We do start off with the Offering Bowl, and we'll see what we can do today. Now I see an Amulet, and yeah, we're gonna be taking that Amulet. What's it gonna give us? Amulet Steel is crazy. Genuinely crazy. Now we want to be offering up about 7 gold each round. Literally every single round we can use our Offering Bowl. That's what we're gonna be trying to do. So if we want to offer up 7 gold, the Chili Pepper and the Wooden Sword is gonna be kind of nice here. We definitely want to grab some stones, so that's exactly what we're going to take first of all. The chili is worth about 5 gold here. So we can offer up a shiny shell with the chili here, which I'm kind of down for. I'm also going to grab the frying pan here, and I kind of want to sell a flame to grab this garlic as well. Now I do not want to offer up a garlic here. I do want to add in our wooden sword, and I think this is going to be pretty decent for round 1. I just want to have a quick check. If you're going checking pricing, you kind of want to go in here and make sure that the chili is worth 5 gold. And hell yeah it is. The reason why we want to be offering up 7 gold as well is literally for these amulets. Every single one of these amulets is worth 6 gold. Which should be pretty good here. So 7 golds. Next round we're probably going to be offering up 7 gold again. And if we get multiple Amulets of Steel, yeah, it's going to be nuts. But we'll see, can we deal with this Reaper with a storage coffin and a wooden sword? Definitely looks like so, especially since we start off with 30 block as well. And a mason. Now I'd love to keep our chili here, but we want to be offering up as much as we can every single round. Now a spear is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Also armor, I do really want to grab here with our Amulet of Steel, but I'm not gonna be taking them. So first of all, I'm gonna take this bit of storage. And we could just offer up our spear here, or we could keep it. We could offer up this frying pan, which is 4 golds. And grab something like the customer card and offer that up as well, which I'm kind of down for. We could have actually offered up our Walrus Tusk here, but yeah, I think this should be pretty decent for now. We definitely want to keep some slots open so our spear can do some big damage. And yeah, I'm going to be moving on. So the frying pan is going to be 4 golds along with our customer card, which should be pretty good here. We do start off with 30 block once again. We are taking a big berserker with an axe and a wooden buckler, but with our spear we add so much more damage than just a wooden sword. We should be able to beat him down here. Potentially, that axe is scaling up a lot of damage, but our spear does relatively the same amount of damage. And unfortunately, I was going to say we were going to lose because of our stamina with that shield. Holy moly, did we actually manage to bring it back. Wait, what do we get? Okay, we got our first amulet, well, second technically, Amulet of WILD, which is crazy nuts. I'd love to grab healing herbs and actually keep them here. The way we do that is we actually offer up a wooden sword along with the box riches. That's 8 gold. It's a little bit more, but I'm kind of down for it. We take our healing herbs, we keep that for now. We add in our little Starved Courage, and we could craft up a molten dagger here, but I'd actually just prefer keeping this as a normal dagger. Now, do we still want to grab a wooden sword here? I'm not sure if we actually do. I think I might just keep moving on with this for now. But the Amulet of WILD is going to be really nice here. It's going to be a lot more damage for us by stacking up spikes. Especially with the Amulet of Steel here, we should be able to get enough time to actually get this online. The only thing is we are facing a frying pan, which is a little bit slower, and it doesn't trigger spikes too often here. And that shell totem is going to be a lot of heals as well, to be honest. And now we're running out of stamina with our sword, eating up the damage we do get from our spear. And unfortunately, that shell totem does provide a little bit too much for our opponents. And before we do offer up our Starved Courage, yeah, I do want to keep that for now. Okay, another Amulet of WILD is genuinely wild. Now I'm wondering what we should actually take here. Echo Battle Cry could be really genuinely awesome here if we get a bunch of armor. Especially with Amulet of Steel, we can get a multitude of freaking empower from that. It could be kind of awesome. Guard power is really great right now. PYROMANCER with flames is going to be a class specific item, so we should potentially be able to start stacking up some empower. Echo Battle Cry is great, but it's great later on, and it does require a lot of storage. I'm not sure if I want it. Also, heavy drinking is a lot of fun too. If we're going for a Bloodthorne type builds with double Amulets of WILD, we could take this and stack up a bunch regen with a health pot here. The only problem is heavy drinking is going to be a little bit of a gamble to try and look for it. It's also great with Amulet of Steel. Yeah, I talked myself into it. I'm going to take it. And we immediately get our health pot, which I'm going to have to take and craft it up. The only problem is I do want to be offering up once again with our offering bowl. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually craft anything or offer up anything this round. Yeah, I don't think we can, unfortunately. I'm also going to increase the speed of our spear for now. And I kind of want to grab this shiny shell for a tiny bit of a heal here. Tiny bit of a heal so we can make sure that we get our Amulet of Wilds activating here as well. But we'll see, because the heavy drinking is going to be quite slow. It's every 5.5 seconds. Get basically 12 health, cleanse some poison. Yeah, we should potentially be able to get our Amulet of Wilds online, because that's going to be 8 spikes. And it's going to be more damage from our spikes as well. So yeah, this is looking pretty darn sweet here. We're getting actually pretty lucky with our amulets. But can we keep up with this smelly banana, spicy banana, freaking frying pan with an Amulet feasting? I mean, that's nuts. Their items are going to be triggered really fast here. We did trigger our own help up. But can we keep up? It's looking super close, and unfortunately we do end up falling short. Not so great. But hey, we got a strong help online. I'm going to be grabbing this fanny pack, increasing the speed of our spear along with our heavy drinking. Now, Shelly would have been awesome, especially with 2 Amulets of Wild here. Now, again, we're going to be offering up 7 gold worth of items, and I see 7 gold right here. Being a set of blueberries and a leather boots. I'm going to sell a flame because I'm going to be grabbing this lump of coal and I'm going to be crafting up into burning coal. But I'm also going to be offering that up next round. Now, honestly, is it better to add these stones in? Add these stones in because we're going to be doing the same damage with the spear anyway, if your opponent does have block. The only thing is, these are going to be one-time hits, while this is going to be constant hits. But this will burst down our opponents if they don't have armor. So I think I'm going to keep 2 star slots here with 2 stones. Maybe that's wrong. That could actually be a little bit worse, to be honest, especially going up again. Actually, no, they do have smelly walls, so it's not terribly bad here. Actually, they don't actually trigger their garlics before we throw our stones, so yeah, it's not so great. But we got tons and tons of spikes. They only have 1 single weapon, which is not going to be so great for spikes. Ideally, we'd want a bunch of daggers to be hitting us. But with a strong health pot, we do stack up a lot of regen for ourselves, which should be pretty good for us. Now, that fatigue is going to start chipping us both down, but we should have the advantage here with our strong health pot here. We did trigger their health pot. Now, they do have a lot of empower though, but we did trigger our own strong health pot and a mason. Not too bad here. Now, what we're going to get? Something awesome, potentially a health pot and a freaking wooden sword. We could craft up a hero sword here with a burning blade. We could get our Shelly online. I'm kind of down for it. And we did get a wonky snowman. I'm not going to be taking it. I think I might just grab this corrupted crystal and offer it straight up. It is 7 gold straight away, but we're paying 7 gold for this item. It's much, much better to get items on sale. So I might just gamble on a roll here. And that is kind of crazy. You are also kind of crazy too. So we could keep the Goobert, or do we offer that up with our offering bowl along with a wooden sword here? I do kind of want to grab the fanny pack. And I think I might actually use it to trigger our Amulet of Wilds a little bit faster here. Now that should be 9 gold worth of items. I do want to grab this stone skin pot to craft up into a strong stone skin pot as well. Yeah, let's take it. Now I also want to reserve this big old banana for stamina, to be honest, but I'm going to be moving on with this for now. And keeping a Goobert here would be a lot of heals too, but I do kind of want to offer it up. Not going to lie. Now we're going to begin a burning blade with a draconic orb with the broom here, so they're going to actually remove a crap ton of our spikes here. Not ideal, but it is what it is. We did trigger both our pots here, which is not so great. And you know what? This heavy drinking is actually going to go super fast with double pots here. But can we keep up? It's looking actually super close. They do have a lot of damage, but unfortunately we do end up falling short. Our DPS is really not great right now. But how about just another Amulet of Wilds? Yep, that is awesome. So we do get another health pot. We also got a banana. Walrus Tusk for a little bit more spikes as well, but I don't think I actually want to grab that. We could craft up a mana pot here, but do we actually want that? I'm going to take the health pot and a banana here. And I'm gonna roll. And I might do something dumb and sell 4 flames here. I'm gonna sell 4 flames to grab this corrupted crystal, and I'm just gonna offer that up. But yeah, I'm gonna be rocking on with this for now. Our setup has changed just a little bit. We do have our Shelly in 2 fanny packs, so it's triggering every 8 seconds. And we're gonna be looking to craft up a strong stone skin pot, especially with Amulet of Steel. Potentially stack up a bunch more spikes with this, as well as getting a bunch of empower from our Amulet of Steel. The only thing is, we are gonna get a Chino who is gonna be stealing a lot of our buffs, but yes, not looking too bad here. Taking on a crazy looking setup here. Not gonna lie. A freaking stone golem. Spike staff, chain up. That was crazy. Not gonna lie, that was genuinely crazy. And what do we get? Frying pan. Yikes, not so great. Now we do have Chase Meg. If we're going for Bloodthorne, Burning Banner could be kind of nice here. If we're going for Instant Lamp with all these spikes, we could go for Dragon's Nest here. Dark Lantern could be kind of awesome, especially with triggering a strong health pot here. What should we actually go for? We could go for Heat Stack and Friendly Fire too. I think I might just take Burning Banner here. Burning Banner, target our good old Shelly here. Since you are going to be a whole item. Now, do we actually want to go for a freaking Flame Up instead? We should be able to get a lot of spikes. We also got ourselves a Mana Orb. If you want the Mana Orb. I think I'd actually prefer grabbing ourselves a Bloodthorne here. More so than a Flame Up. Although Super Fast Shellies is also a ton of fun. Let's grab our turnip. I think I'm not going to take any of these items for now. I think I might just roll on. I'm going to offer up our spear in this round. Although chili could be kind of nice. I'm going to roll. Eye Lamp is also pretty darn good. I kind of do want to take it. Which, yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to keep it. And I do want to grab this stamina sack. And we could literally go for a Practical Large Greatsword instead. But yeah, I'm going to be moving on with this for now. We're going to be offering up our spear along. I'm going to pocket sand here. And yeah, we're going to be adding our turnip next round. But we'll see. Can we stack up our empower here? We could also go for Torn Bloom for a lot of stack and max life as well. We got tons and tons of regen, lots and lots of spikes. Yeah, it's not looking too bad here. Amazing even. So what we're going to get this round, something awesome hopefully. Maybe not something too great here. Now, Fancy Fencing Rapier is worth 12 gold here. Something I'm considering on actually taking and offering up instead of crafting up Bloodthorne here. This round specifically, I mean, looking at pricing here, you being 12 gold with a Peasant's Flask worth 7 gold is going to be 19 gold. So minus 1 gold, 18 gold, pretty much any item after that is going to be crafted items. But we could potentially get something like a Prismatic Orb, Heart Container, even a Glowing Crown. I mean, I do kind of want to take care. And we did want to grab our Stamina Sack also. Well, to be honest, we're going to grab these. I'm going to offer these up for now. We're probably going to run out of stamina with this frying pan, to be honest. But yeah, I'm still going to be moving on with this. Now, we are going to be getting another Burning Blade with a Sun Armor, ever burning as well with some dragons and daggers. That's going to be a lot of damage and a lot of defense as well. But we do activate our potions. We do get a ton of block. We get a lot of spikes. And you know what? Not too bad. These spikes are definitely carrying us. For sure. Now, what we're going to get something crazy, hopefully, potentially, we'll see. Definitely crazy. Triple amulets. Hell yeah. Amulet of WILD is nuts here. Genuinely nuts. Amulet Feasting is not too bad. Amulets of Alchemy is even more nuts as well. Now, the question is, what should we go for here? Should we actually go for Enchanted Weapons Bloodthorne? Stack up a lot more spikes and Vampirism. We could take Full Body Protection. Get a bunch more block from our Stone Skin Pots, along with our Amulet of Steel. We could generate up a lot more power as well. I'm kind of down for that. Stoned, on the other hand, is 20% damage reduction when we do have block. And we're going to have block quite often here. We're not going to have Stone Golem, that is for sure, but we're going to have some damage reduction. So damage reduction versus more block versus more buff stacking. Am I crazy to take Full Body Protection? If you want to make full use of this, we want to find 1 armor, 1 helmet, 1 shoes. It's very specific to be finding those items. And I'm kind of focusing on offering up as much as we can from our offering ball here to try and get more Amulets of WILD. What I'm saying is, if I do take this, I'm probably not going to fulfill finding the armor, the helmet, and the shoes. I do really want to grab ourselves a Vampiric Armor for Amulet of Steel, but that's pretty much it. I think I might still take full body protection here. Full body protection, let's grab you. I do kind of want to grab gloves for a faster Bloodthorne. And yeah, that's exactly what we're going to have to craft up this round. Now, do we want to keep our amulet feasting here? That is going to be the next question. We could offer this up to try and grab ourselves more amulets here, but I may not really want more Amulet of WILD. More amulets of steel, more amulets of alchemy. Yeah, I think I'm going to offer it up. I'm going to move on with this for now. We're going to get a Bloodthorne, and we should be in a pretty good spot. We should be able to get a crap ton of spikes, and holy moly, that's a crossblades. Piercing out, that's going to be a lot of damage. That's for sure. Now, we got 23 spikes instantly. We're back to full HP since we triggered our Shelly like 15 times. Not too bad. Amazing even. We're going to get a Bloodthorne, which is going to be even better for us. And we'll see. Okay, a pair of gloves is nuts. Genuinely nuts, because I do want a fast freaking Bloodthorne here. As well as that, I do see another strong stone skin pot, which I do actually really want to grab as well. So I might not be offering up anything this round. I'm going to start off by grabbing ourselves the stamina sack. I'm going to take this gloves for now. And we're going to have our gloves being targeting our Bloodthorne along with our burning banner. As for potion situation, if we flip it this way, it's not going to trigger pots here. I do want to grab another one of these. And can we flip it this way again? Yeah, it looks like we can barely just fit it in. But yeah, we're definitely going to be crafting up another strong stone skip pot. We can always use the spikes with our Bloodthorne here. We do want a faster Bloodthorne. I'm going to add in our banana for some stamina here. And yeah, for this round, we are definitely going to be moving on. Now, we do want to grab ourselves a Blood Goobert as well. Blood Goobert is going to be a nice addition to our builds. And this Bloodthorne is going to be triggering every 1 second with a 1.5 stamina cost. Especially going to be getting a spike shield. Yeah, it's not going to be so great. Now, our opponent does have some piercing with a sapphire, but our Shelly pretty much brings us back to full HP. And yeah, it's looking pretty darn smashing here. Not going to lie. What are we going to get? I say, what are we going to get? Like I was offering up anything. We didn't offer up anything this round, so we didn't get anything. Now, unidentified amulet, on sale for 3. Come on, Amulet of WILD. Okay, another Amulet of Feasting. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but yeah, I'll take it. Now, you are Glowing Crown. You are considered a helmet. Could take you. I'm not going to though. I'm just going to roll for now. I will gladly take this bit of storage. And we could craft up a second Shelly here, which I'm kind of down for. Now, do you want another helper? I don't think I actually do. I wouldn't mind taking a bird here, but I think I might roll once more. Now, I do want to grab more storage here. And the thing is, I might sell a flame here to grab this chili. And you know what? I might actually offer up the chili with 2 flames here. Because that is going to be 7 gold once again. And am I crazy to take a pineapple here? I don't think I'm going to be, because we do so much spikes damage. Hell yeah, I'm going to be taking it. And I'm going to be still crafting up a second Shelly here. It's going to be targeting these Amulet of WILD on that Shelly too. Our opponent is having a dancing dragon with an insane amount of damage. But yeah, it's not even going to be close here. Not too bad. Amazing even. And what are we going to get? Okay, another amulet. It's maybe not so great here, to be honest. It is a stone skin pot, but we don't want our heavy drinking to be targeting the stone skin pots here. We can craft up gloves of power, which I don't necessarily really want to do. But I'm thinking about offering this up with a flame as I grab the storage and grab this pineapple. Gives us a second pineapple here. Do we go crazy on pineapples? I mean, we kind of have to, don't we? But I think I'm going to move on with this for now. Now, we are going to begin a cold stacking build, but with Shelly's triggering after 5.5 seconds, it's going to cleanse all that cold. This cold is going to be gone within a couple more seconds here. Yep, literally 0 cold on us. And they're starting to stack up that cold again. But that's when Shelly activates again. And we should be able to cleanse all that cold. So yeah, it's looking pretty darn smashing here. As for DPS, we end up with about a 54 DPS. I mean, spikes and Bloodthorne doing pretty much the same damage here. Our opponent's DPS was 33. As for heals, we end up with about a 30 healing per second, being our Shelly's going crazy. And as for stamina, I don't know why I'm checking stamina. As for block, yeah, about 400 block. So overall, the build is looking pretty good. I'm going to be continuing on for sure. What are we going to get? heroic potion here, if we want to. We can also try to lamp as well, but we don't really stack up mana. Gingerbread Jerry could be kind of interesting. Maybe not though. I'm going to take our pineapple for now. That does give us a cheese. I'm going to roll. And you want to sell for 6. I definitely want to grab. Also another freaking on David Amulet. So we're going to take our fancy fencing rapier. We're going to place that in. We're going to place this heroic pot in for now. And I do kind of want to keep our pineapple as well. I'm going to take out our gloves because we're going to be adding in a second weapon here. Just for this round specifically. We're going to actually take this fanny pack, increasing the speed of this Shelly once again. And yeah, I think we're going to actually move on with this for now. So we'll see how we get on with this. We should have a lot more damage by adding in a fancy fencing rapier to our build as well. But I still want to offer it up, to be quite honest. Because we're going to get a little bit more in power, increasing the damage on double weapons here. But our opponent is going to be inflicting quite a bit of poison, which we've cleansed pretty much immediately. And not too bad once again. Shelly's with Amulet of WILD is crazy. Crazy insane. Now another Amulet of Feasting. Well, since we're going to be stacking up a lot of spikes, yeah, it might not be too bad here. And what are you going to be? Amulet of Energy. That's pretty good too, because we do refund some of the regen we do get with a Bloodthorne. So I'm happy about that, to be honest. And we could offer up this turnip. We also got ourselves a bird. A Paradise Bird would go a long way here. But I do actually want to grab this. I do want to roll. And I do want this Prismatic Orb. Prismatic Orb is going to give us a crap ton of buffs. And I do kind of want to go for a Paradise Burb. Not going to lie. I'm going to sell 1 banana so we can grab ourselves this protectable purse as well. And yeah, for now, I'm just going to be moving on. We're not going to be offering up anything this round. I think we should be pretty good in what we have for right now. But we'll see. Our opponent does have Time Dilator. It does slow us down by quite a bit, but we're stacking up our spikes here. And that's 30 spikes here. And amazing. Pretty darn good here. Now, how many fancy fencing rapiers can we get? Hell yeah, I'm going to be taking every single one of them here. Which means I'm going to delay our Prismatic Orb for this run. Let's grab it. Yeah, unfortunately, we probably should have been crafting up a Prismatic Burb. But I see fancy fencing rapier and I do want to offer it up with our banana here. And yeah, let's just add a stone to the mix as well. Is there anything else we do want to offer up? I don't think so. I think I want to keep literally every single thing we do have. And yeah, let's keep moving. You are going to begin a katana with a piercing arrow with a lot of damage reduction. That is for sure. They're also going to have a lot more damage with knife to meet you as well, but I mean, they have a lot of block to get through, which they can do. And it's looking pretty dicey here for a couple of seconds, but not too bad. The spikes is just doing so much DPS here, for sure. And what are we going to get? Something awesome, hopefully. A Divine Pot. We could craft a Wing Boots. We do get our Wing Boots and we get our cap. Can we actually get full body protection online? Maybe. The thing is, I'm going to be grabbing a Prismatic Orb. I don't really want Wing Boots. To be honest, we could take it. But I also kind of want to sell it just to grab our cap here. Instead of offering up something this runs. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to roll. And a second Prismatic Orb is going to be too good not to take here. Honestly. Because it's going to give us a crap ton of Vampirism. Now our bird is only going to be targeting our Bloodthorne. Doesn't seem right here. It's also only going to give us 1 Vampirism. We probably should get a little bit more Vampirism for ourselves. Keep our Halma in. Actually place the Cell Blueberries in, so if we do stack up a bunch of mana, we can potentially stack up our accuracy here. But yeah, I'm going to be moving on with this for now. We did take out our gloves, so our Bloodthorne is not going to be moving as fast, but it should be okay. And we could be in trouble here because they're going to be moving a lot of our buffs. Can we get enough spikes here to actually prevent them before they take all our spikes? Maybe not. Because they are running through it pretty fast here. Not gonna lie, it's a lot of poison stacked up on us, and unfortunately, yeah, we do end up losing. The Bloodthorne is pretty bad if you do remove its buffs. Yeah, it's really, really bad. The thing is, our opponent had a crazy nut setup with investment opportunities as well, so they actually had 1,200 life. So they did smash us, and holy moly, that's 2 freaking Prismatic Orbs. Speaking of nuts, is there any way we can actually grab that? Also, all this time we could have actually just crafted up a Vampire Gloves, but I did really want to craft up Vampire Goobert, which is why I didn't actually craft it up for the longest time. I did kind of want our Paradise Barb sitting in here, being targeted by 2 Amulets of WILD, so we can trigger this pretty fast here. And it's going to be targeting basically our Burning Banner to increase the speed of it along with our Pineapple, so we can potentially stack up a lot of buffs, increasing the speed of our Eye Lamp along with our Bloodthorne as well. So we're going to be trying to inflict a bunch of blind with this Burning Banner also. But the only thing is, by taking this Prismatic Orb, how are we going to fit it in to get a bunch of Vampirism? I mean, we could take it, place it in this side, get 1 Vampirism. We could place it in here and get pretty much 1 Vampirism and a bunch of healing efficiency, which I'm definitely going to be down for. The only problem is I'd love to grab ourselves a second Prismatic Orb here, which unfortunately we can't really do. We saw you, that's 7 goals. It's up to 10 goals. Actually, we kind of can. Am I mad for doing so? Maybe. Hell yeah. Double Prismatic Orb in the final round is definitely nicer. Now the question is, am I stupid for doing something kind of like this? Maybe I am. But I mean, it's not terribly bad in here. We don't get 1 of every buff. We kind of actually prefer basically having it more like this. But I'm genuinely pretty happy with our setup right now. This is going to give us 20% healing efficiency. It's going to give us 2 Vampirism and 4 mana. This is going to give us 3 Vampirism and 20% more healing efficiency, which should be pretty good. And we should be able to trigger our Paradise Barb here basically 4 times within 5.5 seconds, which is nuts. Maybe we should actually prioritize these on our Paradise Barb instead, but yeah, definitely is super fun builds with a heavy drinking into Stone Skin Pots, into Amulets of Alchemy here. We're going to go ahead and see if this is going to be good enough. Now, we did take our gloves away from our Burning Banner. Unfortunately, it's just going to have to be that way for right now. And yeah, let's go ahead and see if this is going to be good enough. Can we win out, or we're going to fall short here? Now, we are going to begin a double Amulets of WILD Poison Ivy type build. We're going to be taking a lot more damage also. And they got 502 block. So they got a lot more block than us, that's for sure. But can we keep up? Because Shelly is going to cleanse a crap ton of those poisons. And we do get our Amulet of WILDs online, which means a crap ton of spikes. And our opponent is going to be taking a lot of damage from those spikes. We got lots of power, lots of Vampirism, and lots of regen here. We cleansed a lot of that poison, so we should be in a pretty good spot here. And we're starting to inflict some blind too, but it's not too great here, because our opponent does resist a lot of those debuffs, but that's a lot of buffs stacked up. 48 spikes, 50 spikes, and still going. Not too bad here. 87 damage and 108 damage, and hell yeah. Definitely amazing. So we actually only end with a 60 DPS. I mean, Bloodthorne doing the vast majority of it, Spikes only doing 11 DPS, but we did face a little Turnip and a little Tuskpoker. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of attacking from our opponents. If you face something like a Hammer Dagger build, then our Spikes would be going nuts. Now we actually end up with a 62 healing per second, which is not bad for a single Bloodthorne. And Shelly's. I mean, this Shelly was healing for 20 per second, which is kind of nuts. And as for block, we end up with about a 30 block per second, so we're actually pretty darn defensive between healing and block. But anyways, we did survive 3 lives left. Let's go and see just how much rank point we managed to get. Plus 10. Ranked us almost back up to Masters. But anyways, I'm going to leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in history, and we're going to see, can we deal with some opponents. Now, our opponent does have full body protection, which is going to be a lot of damage. We also have the Cap Discomfort as for some healing reduction and getting some of our buffs. Chain Up is going to be removing a lot of our buffs, but again, the Bloodthorne is going to be really bad. Going up again, buff removal type goals. But hey, definitely not looking too bad. And a nice amount of damage to finish it off. Hell yeah. And finally, can we take on a Bloody Harvester, Bloodthorne, Burning Banner? They're going to get an insane amount of Vampirism, that's for sure. We do kind of counter them with how much spikes we're actually generating and how much damage they actually do. Which is nuts. And hell yeah, not even close. Now can we take on a Hammer Dagger build? I genuinely see how much damage our spikes are going to do. Going to begin at this type of build for sure. But we'll see. Stone Golem, no rush please. Pumpkin, they're going to be stunning us as well. We do got our spikes right now. 50 spikes, well 40 actually. Don't know why I said 50, but hell yeah. Your spikes were doing 51 DPS.